Alright. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're good. Hope you're quitting. Hope that you're getting a chance to live however you want to live, and maybe these videos help you out a little bit. Um, I'll just tell you about how life's going at the moment. So, last week, so I think I said 2 weeks ago, I drank 10 beers one night as an experiment, which was, because my cousin was here, and I just can't, it's hard for me to say no, and I hadn't drank for 2 months. So I drink, and I always want to say I have drank the least I've ever drank in my life in probably 17 years this year while making these videos. So these videos helped. But I did this, so drinking, not quitting drinking, and then overdoing it one night, and then breaking your tooth out. So my cousin was here, and I hadn't drank for 2 months, and I ended up drinking like 4 or 5 beers with him, and then I drank like 6 more beers by myself, because I just can't stop. So I made some videos about that, and then and then the other week I took some Kratom, and after I drank, I kind of explained in my videos that I'll post today, that I just wanted sugar really, really bad, and carbs. And so I ended up deciding to do intermittent fasting. I don't know if anybody, I'll talk about it in this video. But I took Kratom to try to see if I could get myself into intermittent fasting a little bit, and because I really missed it, and I missed it for a long time, and I make videos of quitting it, and so I got it, and it did the same thing it did in the wintertime, which is lucky, is I felt kind of depressed when I took it. Like, I felt good right away. I felt like that important feeling where you feel like things are important, and all of a sudden, then I just felt like I really needed to buy more of it, and then you just feel down. You just go down, and then you take more, and then you go up, and then you feel down, and then all of a sudden, for 3 days after that, it was 8 pills, which is probably like 3 grams, 4 grams. I just really wanted Kratom for like 3 days, 4 days after that. So I decided to just kind of do intermittent fasting, and completely, not take any more Kratom. And so I did that all week last week. And if anybody does do intermittent fasting or knows how it works, or like wants to try it, it's like crazy. Like, what I think it's the first like 2-3 days, I'm just in a bad mood. The way that I do it is and I'll just talk about it in this video, is I started quitting eating sugar like 3 months ago. So quit Pepsi, quit pop, quit any processed sugar, cake, ice cream. Try not to eat bread as much. Maybe I kind of cut down on high calorie stuff like cheese, but I mean, there's reasons why you want to maybe keep eating that, like high calorie foods other than stuff with sugar. So I did that for 3 months, and then don't eat candy, don't eat anything with sugar in it. Like, you can eat fruit, but even drinking a smoothie, if you have fruit in it, is, to me, kind of well, what you're doing if you're doing intermittent fasting is so you just eat in a window of like an 8-hour period, or a 6-hour period, or a 4-hour period, or just one meal a day. So if you quit sugar, the thing I noticed is quitting sugar really helps me, because when I eat sugar, and you might notice this, and I don't know, I don't know if this is how it works, But if I eat Chinese food, it's kind of high in carbs that are easy to break down into, I guess, glucose, which means that they're they're broke down fast by your stomach, the like the acid in it, and then put into your liver and broke down really fast, turned into like glucose. Okay, well, do you notice this with Chinese food? You're like really hungry afterward. So, and I notice if I drink a milkshake, it's got a lot of sugar, and I'm really hungry afterward. So, and thirsty. So like, so if you quit sugar completely for like a month, 2 months, 3 months, and don't drink alcohol, that's like really connected to sugar. It's really similar to sugar, how your body reacts to it, I think. So if you do that, I'll tell you how it goes here. How my theory on it. So you quit eating sugar, and you're not hungry. So then you so then if it's been long enough, you go and you'll lose weight just quitting sugar. You'll lose a lot of weight. But then you can go into intermittent fasting, and the reason why I like it is because it gives you a ton of energy. I think it makes you burn fat. So like a couple months ago, I could grab like this much fat. Cuz in the winter I gain a lot of fat. And then as I quit sugar, your fat just goes down, 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 and then more. But then you do intermittent fasting, and what you're doing, and what I think happens is you're just burning your own fat, and the and which is the best fuel your body can get, I think. I mean, because I tested out and noticed that I have way more energy for a longer period of time, and way better energy too. So it's kind of like your fat is good because it gives you energy, but you only got so much. so so say you're quitting eating for like 16 hours a day, and then for 8 hours you're gonna eat from like 4 or like 6 to midnight, and that's only a 6 hour time. But so you don't eat, which means you're fasting, and breakfast means breaking and fast. The word I think comes from. So you don't eat all that period of time, and then you start eating, later on in the day or whatever time you want to do it, and you just and then your body starts burning. You have longer period of fasting where your body burns your own fat, and so that's what I've been doing. Um, and it works like really super good. It works really, really super good. Like, I mean, like I started getting today. I'm tired. Like I'm trying to figure it out better. Cause I yesterday I probably rode like 50 miles or something, and only ate probably 2,000 calories. So I needed to eat more. Like, so I think if you're gonna, you try to eat the amount of calories that your body needs that day in that window. And if you eat like a little bit less, you're going to lose a little bit of your weight. Well, what intermittent fasting has a chance to do is make you insulin resistant, your cells, so they're not, you have 3 openings in each cell. And so when you eat food, any kind of food, it makes your insulin go up. When you eat sugar, it makes it spike up. But when you eat any kind of food, it makes it go up. So what you do is you eat protein, like try to eat, you know, maybe like a gram of protein per body weight, or a pound, or like half a gram to a gram per pound. I think I've even read that, I know it's just a trend, intermittent fasting, just like anything is. There's trends to everything. There's reasons why it's there, but it's also really effective. And so if each cell has like 3 openings, I guess, and like they're like doors. And when you eat sugar, it like opens those doors in the cells, and then your insulin tries to, and I could be wrong about all this, but tries to go against, fight your sugar in a way. It tries to like balance it out or balance it, and then your and then those doors are open, and the sugar, insulin transports sugar into your fat and muscle. But if you're insulin resistant, which you do become intermittent fasting, those doors are closed on your cells for fat and also probably muscle. And so you're not transporting those calories into your fat, but you're probably, you store them as glycogen in your liver. This is kind of complicated how I'm saying it all. Well, anyway, so if you do intermittent fasting, just read videos. Dr. Eric Berg has a ton of videos. It's Dr. Eric Berg. He has a lot of videos that I watched. There's so much videos out there on intermittent fasting, and so that's what I've been doing this week, and having really, really great energy. It's almost like using your body for a drug. It's almost like your body's a drug, because you have so much energy. And there's something weird where it almost seems like your body, when you're burning fat, it's the best energy. It almost makes your serotonin and dopamine feel like it's higher too. So there's something about burning your fat. There's one interesting thing I heard where it said most people don't ever burn all of the glycogen in their liver, which means that your liver holds an amount of sugar, which is turned into glycogen, and your liver, and that's the first place if you burn all that, and it's gone, and use that for exercise because you're fasting, then you start burning fat right away. And so there was I forgot, what was I saying? There's a statistic or something about, but it says most people don't burn that ever in their life. Like, they just layer fat on top of fat. So anyway, if you do intermittent fasting, that's one way that I think, if you're quitting drinking, you're quitting smoking, you're quitting anything, especially nicotine. If you're quitting nicotine, then I think intermittent fasting is a good idea if you can, because you have some bad days where you might be depressed and really mad or whatever. But if you quit, when you quit nicotine, your stomach uses nicotine, I think, to digest food. So if you quit smoking, then your stomach's gonna get, you're gonna be like bloated. That food can't be digested without the nicotine well. So if you do intermittent fasting, if you quit eating sugar before you quit smoking, and then you can start doing intermittent fasting before you quit smoking, I think you got a good chance of staying in shape. And that's one reason I think people go back to smoking and stuff, is because they're like, man, I'm gaining so much weight. So it's like, eat a ton of vegetables, and I mean, maybe, I don't know, but that's one useful way. And like I was saying, intermittent fasting to me is the best energy. You have ghrelin and pectin, I think it is, or leptin, and that's what makes you feel like you're hungry. But you can wait. You don't have to eat. Those feelings will go away. That pain will go away. Your stomach doesn't shrink. I don't think it actually just stays the same size. It feels like it shrinks. But give it a try. Give it a try if you're interested and you're healthy enough or whatever. And I don't know how it goes with diabetes or anything, but it definitely helps quit. Quit can help quit drugs, and it helps you have be strong enough, have practice quitting enough or starting something to where it gives you that extra little jump of motivation. You have that extra like willpower or whatever, like you just a little bit, you can say yes or no a little bit easier. So anyway, good luck, and alright, well, see you later.